Hello students. Now today we start the third unit of operations management, which is nothing but work study and service management. Till now you came to know in first unit and second unit the basic concepts of operations management. What do you mean by operations management? I mean to say OM, conversion of raw material into a valuable final product. Intermittently, what are the activities will take place? All that studies comes under operations management, which involves service industries and as well as the manufacturing industries. And you came to know what are the basic operations which generally useful to convert the raw material into a wanted final form of the final product, like cutting, shearing, welding, isn't it? Molding, all these things. And also till now in the second unit you came to know various planning methods in order to have to reach that set targets as far as the market is concerned, like aggregate plannings are there, and capacity planning is there. So various kinds of planning methods you came to know in the second unit. In the third unit, linking with that of the first and second unit, you learn especially about the work, isn't it, or the activities which allows the given raw material into a valuable final product, and also the operations under especially service industries, what we call that work study and service management. Now today we understand about what do you mean by work study. Okay, so before going to understand work, you have to understand, is there any basic difference between a job and as well as the work? A job is nothing but a combination of various works only. Ultimately you do the job for any monetary benefits. Intermittently various stages of what we call filling up the job becomes work. Let us suppose that a carpenter is given few wood pieces, and finally the customer asks him to have this wonderful chair, this kind of chair. So giving to the hand of customer that entire manufactured chair is a job, isn't it? So intermittently in the job various activities are there. Stage 1 would be cutting the wood into various parts. Okay, one work. Again polishing that wood pieces, one more work, and attaching that wood pieces into a particular shape, into a chair shape. So here what I want to say, the work is nothing but it's intermittently combination of various things which combines the job. Generally the people very often confuses job and work. They assume as same and similar. But as a technical person, you should know what is the basic difference between a work and as well as a job. Now we are studying not about job but particularly work study, intermittent part of the job. How to perform the work so effectively that the available resources, the financial sources, human resources, raw material should not be wasted. That should be the main objective of what you called. So under work study you are going to understand and what are the various operations you need to perform in that particular part of the job, so that without wasting much more raw materials and what we call financial resources, and you can finish successfully at the end. What do you call that one as? You call that one as a work study. When you are studying about the work study, generally you need to subsegment the studies and work into two areas. One is called the method study and one more is called the time study. Method study is also known as the motion study. So under method study, you are going to understand actually how to perform that work. Let us take a simple example. How to ride a bicycle. There will be a procedure. Okay? Now when you start at first time riding on a cycle, it is going to be very, very difficult. You cannot understand the coordination of what you call various things, how to hold the handle, how to what you called use that pedals, and how to put your entire body posture, is it? After some time, after getting some experience, now at this stage you are able to move the cycle without any difficulty. What do you call? You call that one as a method. Everybody, if they want to ride on any cycle, means generally they follow that method only. What do you call? You call that method as a standardized method. Particular soap, if any company wants to manufacture, a standardized procedure would be there. A premium soap would be there. A luxury soap would be there. So what kind of raw material is required for premium soap with particular flavor? That chemical combination is required. And how to mix up. And you will be knowing various kinds of sprays are there. The sprays are going to be create their market based upon the quality. Quality in the sense the kind of smell. Is it? So to get that pleasant odor, what kind of chemical combination is required? You call that one as a standardization. You take any product, whether that is a service product or else a manufacturing product, to have finally that actual fixed form of the product, you need to follow a certain fixed up standardized procedures. What do you call that one as a method study. So when you are understanding about the method, you are going to understand the types of the workers and the type of the skills are required and the type of the machinery you are using. Generally, if I speak, the one more name for method study is the motion study. The movement of the various limbs like hands, legs, isn't it? Glaring, all these things are going to be what you called standardized as far as the method study is concerned. Okay? This is the first aspect of what you call work study. And the next one is called as a time study. Now time in the sense actually to measure, to perform each and every method and how much time is required, is there any possibility to reduce the time. Quality is essential. Finally, for any product, quality is essential. No doubt in that. But if you lag in the manufacturing of the product, if much more time waste is there, it's either way not beneficial to the company. So under time study, what you are doing, you are standardizing the time overall way. So to get a soap bar, 2 minutes time is enough. To get a complete form of the car, 3 hours, 4 hours time is enough. I mean to say here, based upon the size of the product, nature of the product, the overall time duration is also going to be prefixed. What do you call that one as time study. Okay? So we are studying about the work study. I am just recalling. So under work study, 2 areas you need to cover. One is called the method study and one more is called the time study. As far as the method study is concerned, you are understanding about the what to call the workers' nature, their skill set, machineries, whatever is required. Okay. Under what to call the time measurement, you are going to understand the actual duration is required to manufacture that product. So, method study, time study becomes work study. Is that clear? Now let us see what are the slides you are going to understand. So what do you know work study? A work study is defined as that body of knowledge concerned with the analysis of the work methods and the equipment used in performing a job, the design of an optimum work method and the standardization of proposed work methods. So human hands involvements would be there, the type of the machinery you are using, all this information you are going to standardize under work study. So what are the main objectives? So generally the main objective is to save the time, to save the resources, I mean to say financial resources, raw material and human resources, and to develop the best method, isn't it? So what are the work study objectives if you think like that? To analyze the present method of doing a job and systematically in order to develop a new and better method. When you observe the past, then only you can have the proper planning for the future and as well as the current operations. Same here also. Okay, that is going to the first objective. To measure the work content of a job by measuring the time required to do the job for a qualified worker and hence to establish a standard time. Who is a qualified worker? He need not to be extraordinary worker, isn't it? A worker with what you call acceptable level of talent, that is required without any loopholes. You may understand that. You cannot have extraordinary workforce every time. So they will fix a few standards. If those tests, those examinations they get passed, they will be what you called intake as workforce. Understand? So what you call that minimum standard levels. For a minimum standard level worker, what is the method is suitable? To frame that one, you call that one as the work study. To increase the productivity by ensuring the best possible use of human. What do you know productivity? With minimum time producing what you called more products, quality products is called as the productivity. To improve the operational efficiency. So machinery operations, efficiency is required to reduce the waste through standardization of work elements of a job to improve labor efficiency, isn't it? So these are all called work study objectives. So to study about work, what are the two areas we have to cover? Method study. You call that one as motion study. We discussed already, you have that first hand information. And one more is work measurement. You call that one as a time study. Now today we discuss about the method study. The method study by one more name, what you call that motion study. So what it observes, examine the job and finding more efficient method to perform it. What is the best method to ride a horse? What is the best method to bicycle a cycle? What is the best method to prepare some XYZ item? So like such a way, standardizing procedure is known as the method study. Under work measurement, I already told you, you are going to calculate the time, determine the time necessary to perform a job and its elements. Okay. So what are the method study steps? This is very, very important. So these are the steps, what you call the selection, recording, examine, develop, define, installation and maintain. When you are resorted for the method study, you need to pick that what you call that work which actually essential for standardizing the procedure. I mean to say that should be what is called should lead to economical benefits. I mean to say generally that part of the job which consumes much more job, much more resources. That kind of work can be chosen as for the method study. Getting my point? If you take unnecessarily, isn't it? The things which are not to be considered, it leads to the wastage of the time. And by using various what you call standard methods, you are going to record the information, how actually that part of the work has been doing, like cutting the woods, one part, and attaching or joining all the pieces, coloring. These are all various parts. So how the coloring is going on. Is it better to use a machine or else by what you call a hand and brush coating is very, that is enough. So all these observations you can do under recording. And after recording, go for examination. Truly is what you call suggestion is required. Based upon above all information, you develop a new procedure and you fix up that one in terms of a information. You call that one as a definition or defining. And you try to adapt that defined procedure in stage by stage into that main work area. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. What you call that one as a installation. And you will be observing the output. Yes. Earlier, let us suppose that just for painting, for what you call some wood item, let us suppose that the strokes are going to be in different way. The unsatisfactory surfaces used to be there. So through the installation, you are going to observe those results. And finally, after having the changes, you have to maintain that one, what you call, for certain period. So what you call, these are all falls under the method study activities. What are the steps? Like selection, recording, examine, develop, define, installation and maintain. So what are the techniques used in method study? Generally, two types of techniques will be used. One is the process charts and one more is the diagrams. What do you mean process chart? Process chart means you are going to express various activities in terms of few prefixed pictures, that procedures. Okay, you call that one as a process charts. Then what do you mean diagrams? The diagrams are more informative than the process charts. The things which are inexpressible through the process charts can also be expressed under diagrams. Okay. Now we will discuss what are the various process charts are available and as well as diagrams are available under method study. So don't confuse, I am again recalling back. We are understanding about work study. Work study can be studied in two areas. One is called method study and one more is called the time study. Now under method study, we are discussing the techniques to understand. One is the process chart and one more is the diagrams. Now what is a process chart? A chart which shows or describes a process is called as a process chart. So wood pieces converted into a wonderful chair. It's a process. Okay. All chemicals have been converted into a life-saving drug. It's a process. Plastic items, iron sheets, batteries, tires, all these are all what called molded, converted into a what you call valuable car. It's a process. A chart which shows or describes a process is called as a process chart. The different kinds of process charts are there generally. But most of the time all these process charts are expressed through the 5 symbols, standard 5 symbols, defined by American Society of mechanical engineers. Hence, these are all called as ASME symbols. So, what are those? You see here. Here, the first one is rectangular. If any information, if you are writing over there, rectangular means process is going on. Inventory, warehouse, the inverted triangle. Is it? The next one is D. D stands for delay. Now, this diagram, what you call this is decision making, and what you call it shows the process direction. That is my pen. There are different types of process charts are there. One is called operation process chart. The one more is called flow process chart. The third one is a man machine process chart. Besides that, there are so many other charts are there. These are important process charts. Now we discuss operation process chart. A graphic representation that gives an overall view of an entire process, including the points at which materials are introduced, the sequence of inspections and all operations not involved in material handling. You see here one operation process chart have been provided. It's a manufacturing operation process chart of a telephone. Okay. So these are three areas. What are the time? 0.09 minutes, 30 minutes. So these are the stages, circles, is it? And what are the operations? Number of 20 times and inspection 5 times. Overall, so what is the total time? 17.58 minutes. Okay. The next one is the flow process chart. Chart records the steps in a process along a vertical line with the action type being shown by symbol alongside a description of action. This is, see that symbolic representation, movement flow. Started from your first operation movement, and here one delay has been taking place, again coming back, inspection, now your requisition, an accounting department, here the parallel operations. So finally here the product is going to be petty cash stored, is it? So all these are the symbols, 5 symbols. Flow process chart exam. The next one is man machine chart. The man machine chart is a chart, a relation of how much time the machine spend while the man or the operator spending his time on his job. Okay, here you see one example. So man machine chart. So these are all time in minutes. Operators are there. So loading activity symbol is this one. Items are being loaded. And machining. Some operations are going on, isn't it? What is the meaning of this? Unloading. So loading, unloading. So this is idle time. So we applied what you call the sequence of jobs. Is it? So this is called the man machine chart. So like that. So these are the various types of charts. This is multi-activity chart. So name itself indicating you different activities will be shown in a picture like this. Let us see here. So multiple activity chart. So machine operator A after B, operator C. So three operators are there. What is the process going on? Okay. So these are various types of method studies. So multiple activity chart, man machine chart. Okay. Next flow chart, and next what is that? Operations process chart. Now tomorrow we go for that what to call the one more area of the work study, what to call that? Time study. Okay. Thank you so much.